Okay, hello guys, so I started working on the crew member combat system, and this time based on the FTL and Void War movement. So I analyzed how they did their movement, and basically it's pretty similar, but at the same time it works differently, and I think this one was easier to implement than the TFT system. So basically how the Void War and FTL movement system works is, instead of positioning them and having like complicated positioning logic, it just positions the crew members depending on the index of the tile. Let's say this 0, 1, 2, 3, so position itself first in the index 0 and then 1, 2, and 3. But the only time it doesn't follow the index is if there's a system on it, and they prioritize the system first before following the index again. So let me show you what I mean by that. Okay. Wait only. Actually no, it's fine. Okay, so let's say I want to assign this guy here. So basically how the index works, I just made it so that it starts 0, 0, then 1, 0, this is the tile coordinates. So 0, 0, then 1, 0, then 0, 1, then 1, 1. So if I move Bob here, he'll first go to this one because I forgot to mention, but if I hover over this is a debug, and you can see the blue tile, or the tile with the blue text, means that's a system. So that's why the crew member went there first. And then if I move this guy here, goes there, goes there, it goes there. And then if I move these guys here, don't mind the sound effects, it's just for debugging. And yeah, pretty straightforward. For the enemies it's basically the same thing, but the only difference is that they don't go over the system first. Also, oops, wait, I mean that. So another thing I noticed is that if I move one guy, let's say one guy here to this room, they don't reposition themselves. If I move this guy here, they don't reposition. The only time they reposition if there's no one on the system tile. So let's say I move this guy over here. Now that guy moves over there to occupy the system. Okay, now let me show you with the crew member combat. If I move this guy over here, so he'll first go to the system, but now that system is occupied by this enemy here, so this is what will happen. They occupy the same tile and now they're in melee combat, and then while this guy here is ranged, attacking this guy. Now that guy's down, moves back to the center of the tile and starts fighting the guy next. Let's add more crew members here. Yep. Okay, let's say I add these two guys here. Okay, now they begin combat. Because in Void War they start fighting once they position themselves, once they arrive on the tile. And yeah, I think it's pretty much how it works. So far I think I've gotten pretty close to how Void War and TFT works. I mean FTL, not TFT. And yeah, for next steps I'll implement how the systems will be tied into this new room system. Okay, and then what else can I show you? I mean, that's pretty much it. So room positioning and combat, and yeah, I think that'll be it for my video. Happy holidays. Thank you.